true and proud. Ride an iron horse that's free and wild. A biker, true and proud. Admitting I'm scared is not allowed. I may not look so mean and tough, but let me tell you so, I'm no powder puff. What it takes to ride, well, I got the stuff. I got what it takes to ride. Got what it takes to ride. Got what it takes to ride.
Welcome back
To another episode of It's Never Too Late, where we believe it's never too late to...
Follow your dreams. Start something new. Check off the things on that bucket list.
And
we all have one of those.
Bucket list. We got to check one thing off.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, that's coming up.
That was a lot of fun. We're not going to tell you what it was, though.
No. Well, last week we were in St Augustine and we went to the Fountain of Youth. And what do you think? We're looking for comments here.
Oh, yes, we look a lot younger, don't
Absolutely.
we? Can't you see the colors coming back in my mustache? Oh, well, look harder.
Yeah.
It's coming back. I'm younger every day.
Yes, he is. You got to leave us a comment on the YouTube channel, and please subscribe, and please give us a like. If you can't find it, it's Maureen Griffin Biker Food. If you put that in there, it will pop up. So what are we doing this episode?
We're going to finish up St. Augustine. That is such a great town. I'll go back there over and over again.
Beautiful weather and the old town. It's the oldest town in the United States, so there is so much history there. It's awesome. So that's coming up in this episode right now. Another pretty old house as we walk from the Fountain of Youth to the old jail. We are outside the old jailhouse. Oh, that's scary looking. Yes, this is the jail behind me, and yes, it is pink because they didn't want it to look like a jail. And actually some tourists showed up one night knocking on the door looking for a room. Come on in, we got one available for the next 3 years.
360 pounds. And this is his lucky scatter gun. You know why they call it a scatter gun? You ride into town, one of these on your shoulders, and everybody scatters. Get it?
That's the bird cage. If you were bad, they stuck you in there, they lifted you up about 20 feet and left you there till there was the next lightning storm.
We got your horse thieves, we got your bank robbers, we got your murderers, and of course we got your guys named Todd. You're not a Todd, are you, sir? All right, good. I don't get along well with Todd. Now,
This is death row. And you get to look out the window and see the gallows. And build them. This is where they stuck you if you were sick, right next to the death row. So you ain't getting better.
now, let's see who here knows how to cook. By show of hands, all ladies, please put up your hand if you know how to cook. This is by far the hottest room in the entire jail. In fact, it gets so hot in here, we lost 2 ladies just last week. Very sad. You know what that means for you new ladies? That means job opportunity. Thanks, this way.
Wow. And they would fit how many? Up to 12 in one of these? 8 to 12. You can manage the sheriff's bedroom. Wow.
Look, got beautiful hardwood floors instead of concrete. Ooh, and this is actually a gas lighting system and a gas fireplace. It's pretty nice for 1908, don't you think? I mean, the president doesn't even have this yet.
The sheriff had terrible handwriting, so we used this so they'd know who to arrest. First fingerprint system ever done. There's only 3 of them left in the country. This jail was unescapable. No one ever escaped. It had 4 feet of concrete under the floor, and it was the model for Alcatraz. Very scary. This was the bathtub for 74 men, once a month. The next day, after that dirty water of 74 men was sitting there for a night, the ladies used it. Okay, I'll be good, I promise. Not going through that. They said that the average jail time was 3 to 5 years, and most people didn't last a year because of the health conditions. Sunshine on my face. When I'm riding the motorcycle, between the glasses and the helmet and everything else, all I get is like the very tip of my nose and a little bit of my chin. So I'm getting a little sunshine while we're waiting for the next tour. Now we're gonna go see the oldest store. Oh, we got lots of interesting things in this store. What shall we buy? Well, this will register. That's great.
Industrial coffee grinder. All you gotta do is take the coffee beans as such, pour them up at the top, turn this wheel right here, and just like that, you have enough coffee to keep the entirety of St. Augustine awake. This right here is After the Ball by Charles K. Harris. It's the best hit this year. It sold over 2 million copies of sheet music.
You put a goat on that.
Yep. You don't got a goat, that's all right. You can use a dog. Ain't got a dog, use a kid. You don't got a kid, use a spouse to try and get back into the house.
And your ringer.
Wow.
Love it. Ooh, washing machine.
Wow.
Oh, Maytag, eat your heart out.
Right here, you want to lift yourselves up and over like you were getting on a horse. Unless you wanted to be singing soprano in the church's choir, you better land softly.
Look at the top of the piano. That is awesome. Stained glass. You listening in on the party line?
Ethel, get off the damn phone, Ethel.
These are the city gates. If anybody wanted to get to the Spanish part of St. Augustine, they had to pass through this. Who's that guy there in the middle? This is the famous fort in St. Augustine. Woo, it's big. Holy mackerel. All right, here we are. Walking through the fort. This whole fort seems to be still intact. Oh, my hubby's thinking this was a moat. There's a little bit of water in there now. There's a bridge over there. And it's kind of looking, that's like exactly what it was. So we'll find out for sure when we go in.
I bet they put gators in there.
I think that means we're going to have to go to the Pirate Museum later. Look at that. My hubby was right. He says he's always right. I don't know. Maybe he is. He chose the right woman. Got to say that. Yeah. It looks like this place meant serious business. I'm very excited. This is the first time I got to use my senior pass because this is a national monument. So both of us got in on my pass. We're going to go see the fort.
This is the harbor which this fort would protect. There's the cannons, Spanish flag flying, and here's the entrance, which would bring you over the moat.
Oh, this is cool.
And obviously, you can see it's a drawbridge.
How cool is that? Crossed this drawbridge, which evidently took 15 minutes to roll up.
Right, this is the second of two. We came across one over there. This is the gate that we closed.
Wow. So we learned that the soldiers here were kind of like firemen today. They lived in town, but they would stay here when they were on duty and they'd cook their meals and sleep here. Yeah. Sleeping quarters are a little close, huh? What'd you say? You wanted to see what was for lunch?
Yeah, bread and cheese. I bet they have some wine and coffee, of course. And don't forget the muskets are right there, just in case, with the garlic and onions right there and the peppers. Oh, yeah. Look like they eat pretty good around here.
Graffiti that's 200 years old. And they etched in pictures of British ships that they see coming. This is over 200 years old. Somebody was learning the alphabet. This is what the inside of the fort looks like. Oh, let's go exploring. We're going to take these stairs up here and get a bird's eye view. A little windy today. Great view of the harbor. Here we are on top. You've got another wall, so anyone coming into the harbor had to scale that wall, get past the cannons, and get up here.
I want one of these. It's just the right size for home.
Keep away those pesky neighbors.
Oh, yeah.
I can't get up there. But there must have been a staircase at one time to get up there and look outside to see boats coming.
Yeah, let me see. What's up there?
Oh, come look. See?
Wow, looks like a long way up. It is. Here's the outside of it. Kind of like a watchtower. I'm sure you could shoot from up there, too.
This is the north side of the fort. It's amazing how much of this is still intact. This is a cute little thing for home.
Yeah, we could use this one at home.
What about the other one? You said you wanted the other one.
I like this one, too.
All right, well, I already put a deposit on the other one.
We got a big piece of property, so... We could use them both.
All right. One going south, one going north.
Yeah.
The deer won't stand a chance.
This is a mortar cannon.
And that means what?
It shot up in the air and came straight down, instead of shooting direct.
So if they got close.
Yeah, you try and land that on the ship. It goes right through the ship and sinks the ship.
This is a really cool piece of history. They designed this so that there would be crossfire. So that nobody could get through this. No one ever was able to successfully invade this fort.
It's square in here, but it's star-shaped on the outside. The walls are angled so no one can hide next to the walls.
You can see the diamond-shaped corner there, and I'm standing on one here. Look at the artwork on some of these cannons, a lot of which were built in the 1700s. We learned that cannons like these can shoot the furthest, but that mortars go the shortest, but they can put exploding things in them, right? That they would detonate when they'd land, and then the howitzers.
The mortar balls, they had holes in them, so you fill them with gunpowder.
Oh, like a bowling ball. They'd fill them up with stuff that would make them explode. And howitzers were in between the two. In 1702, the British tried to conquer the Castillo. Luckily, the Spanish soldiers here got their family and kids inside these walls, but it left the homes unprotected. So the British set fire to all of their homes here, but they did not get into the Castillo.
You mean they stood here and watched their homes burn?
Yeah, that's it. That's what it says here. Yep. Pretty sad, but they rebuilt. You meet the absolute nicest people in St. Augustine.
I don't know about this shit. You know, you sit there like a strip these days. You used to talk to me. We used to have conversations. What, you don't like me anymore?
This is the perfect place. Husband daycare. Need time to relax? Want to go shopping? Just want some peace and quiet? We will watch over him while you enjoy your day. Only pay for what he eats and drinks. A 2-night minimum. What do you think?
See you later.
Bye. We now have wristbands because we're going to do a taste testing at the City Gate Spirits and Distillery. We get to try all of these.
The more
the merrier. It's a birdie.
Drinking buddies. Look at that alcohol, bringing people together.
Peanut butter whiskey. This has chocolate and peanut butter in it, two of Curtis's favorites.
This one sounds good.
Chocolate, peanut butter,
and coffee.
Yeah. Cheers, lovelies. This is our peanut butter.
That actually tastes like Frangelica. I like that a lot, and I don't like whiskey. Wow. This one is called Sweet Tea, and it can be paired with lemonade or regular iced tea.
It's a great way to get hammered at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, that is for sure. Makes the yard work a hell of a lot more interesting. It's also completely inconspicuous, so if you do happen to pass out drunk on the front lawn, the neighbors will just chalk it up to heat exhaustion. Limoncello was made back in, say, about the 1300s. One of the oldest recipes of liquor in recorded history, made from a very simple mix of grain-based alcohol and lemon peels.
I like this one. You could make a mean lemonade with this. This is really good. This is the one I want. I'm on vacation. I felt like a pina colada this morning. So here we go. Okay, that's top of the list. Rum. I want a pina colada right now. Hi, honey. We're almost finished with the taste testing.
We got a little bit more to go yet. All right.
Next up, went apple heavy instead of cinnamon heavy. So I recommend smelling this one before you sip it because it smells just like a Macintosh apple.
Our absolute favorite was the tropical rum. Really, really great. We got to figure out how to get it on our motorcycle.
We send laundry home. We don't need clothes.
We send the laundry home. We
We
pack it
send the
around the
clothes home.
bottle.
We have room for the booze.
There you go.
You better not stop us at the border.
Yeah, one of the cute little alleyways in Old St Augustine. Came across this beautiful garden. And look at all the little shops and restaurants along here. This town is just so beautiful. So much to do. I feel like I'm in the Caribbean. I'm not one for taking pictures of food, but I gotta say, that is the prettiest looking paella I have ever seen.
And I get to eat it.
Yeah, here at Casa Maya in St. Augustine. Oh, doesn't that
Yeah,
look
look at
great? Whoa. And that's all that's left. He did a great job. He was neat too. Mind if we take your video?
Please do.
Oh, here we are. We are on
The Jeff Express.
a pedicab.
Rickshaw adventure.
Nothing like a pedicure. What do you got? Like a little motor down there?
Enough to keep it going.
That's great.
So here we are on Jeff's Pedicab Express. And we ended up missing the last trolley because we stopped and had a nice dinner. So we just figured we'd treat ourselves instead of walking back. How are you enjoying this, darling?
Oh, this is splendid, darling.
It's the only way to travel. Thank you very much, Jeff, for the Pedal Express. Look at this. Is that cute? That's great. And here we are today at the National Shrine of Our Lady of La Leche. And this is the oldest Marian shrine in the United States. This is a statue of Father Francisco Lopez de Mendoza Grajales. He was the chaplain who came over on the first ship from Spain. The cross in the background shows where the ship landed and where they celebrated the first Mass in the New World. Our Lady de la Leche is the patroness of safe delivery and expectant mothers. This is a beautiful shrine to the Blessed Mother. They have a beautiful walkway of the Seven Sorrows of Mary, similar to the Stations of the Cross.
Hi, a few weeks ago, we sent a message to our friends Ed Foreman and Earlene Vining.
We were riding in the rain, and Ed has a wonderful story about that, so we sent them a message. Well, we were on our way to St Augustine to meet with them to take the course that they developed called the Successful Life Experience. It's an amazing course. They handed over the reins to our good friends Tom and Emily Ward. Tom did an amazing job, didn't he?
Yes, they all did. It was fabulous, especially having the founders of the course there and handing it over. It was a very special year.
It truly was. And every morning started off with a sunrise walk on the beach. Ah, it was just beautiful. You want to feel good and feel positive, this is a great course to take. Successful Life Experience. It's going to be done again in August in Orlando.
Don't miss it. It's only 3 days. It's well worth every second. Okay, we're at Sea Serpent, I believe. That's where we are. And we're going to take an airboat ride.
Sea Serpent airboat rides, and this is one of the things on our bucket list. So we're really excited. We just rode here, and we're going to grab a little something to eat and go check in.
All right.
I'm thinking that might be the boat we're going to take. And I have a feeling Curtis is going to be doing some fishing while we wait. We're a little early for our ride. So I didn't get to see you fishing, but I know you went fishing, right?
I went fishing. Yes, I was very happy.
Uh-huh.
For 20 minutes that I was fishing.
Not a nibble, though, huh?
I wasn't catching, I was fishing.
Fishing, there's a
Fishing.
difference.
There's two different things. You can go fishing or you can go catching. I was fishing.
It's looking like this is going to be our mode of transportation for the next hour and a half. I wonder if we are going to see any of these on the trip.
Y'all know these things ain't lily pads. People call them lily pads, but they're not. These are called spatter docks, and they're excellent habitats for turtles, gators, snakes, lions, and tigers, and bears.
What's up, people? Woo!
Remember, this is the beginning. See how we look later.
Trying, yes.
Yeah. All right, let me tell y'all a little bit about gator mating. Well, throughout the month of March, you start seeing the pretty lady gators laying out in the sun. And everywhere you see one of them pretty lady gators laying out in the sun trying to relax and enjoy herself, you're going to find a big old male gator. And that male gator, he goes underwater, he blows bubbles, he spins circles, he shakes and shimmies and rocks and rattles and rolls. He does anything he can to try to show off for the ladies. Finally, after about a month of that nonsense, that female gator, she gets sick and tired of hearing it. She just kind of concedes and says, all right, hush up. Come on, I'll be your wife. Let's go get married, go on a honeymoon. Now, y'all probably gonna find this one hard to believe when I tell you, but would you believe that after that honeymoon's over with, them big old male gators get kind of tired and lazy and useless? Just want to go back to their man cave and chill out? That's shocking, ain't it, y'all? Yeah, that's the way them gators behave. Back there no more, y'all. It's too dangerous. It ain't uncommon to start hearing the banjos play. And my insurance company got on to me. Oh boy. They said I can't do that no more. They put this restriction on me. Said I have to return with at least 50% from here on out. Or they's gonna hike up my rates on me. Now that was just yesterday that I lost that boatload full of them. So we got good snakes and we got bad snakes. The bad snakes we have in this area are the cottonmouth water moccasins and the diamondback rattlesnakes. The good snakes that we have in this area are all of the dead cottonmouth water moccasins and the dead diamondback rattlesnakes. Y'all, we just keep it simple. We ain't trying to use none of that scientific garbage like how big around their neck is or whether the eyes go this way or that way. 3 feet. So that's about a 5 to almost 6 foot gator right there. Wow. And once gators reach 6 feet and larger, which is about 4 years old and older, that's when they reach sexual maturity. So that one likely reproduced this year. If not, definitely next year. But underneath the
That's an osprey nest that you can see right in there. So what was your favorite part?
Oh, the airboat ride, no doubt about it. That was a blast. The story he told, the music he played, it was just so much fun.
That was a lot of fun, and it was one of the things on our bucket list.
I liked the fort a lot too.
Oh, no, that was my favorite. I really think I liked the fort the most. It's still intact, so many hundreds of years later. I never liked history or geography in school, but I have to tell you, when we go to these places and we see it and we feel it and we touch it, it really comes alive. And I love it. The fort was really fascinating to me.
Yes, and I really like those cannons. I can't wait for them to get here.
Oh, they haven't gotten here yet?
No.
Oh, he's already got
Coming
the places
soon.
picked out for them.
So next week, we're heading south. Mm-hmm. How far south?
Really far south.
As far as you can go in this country.
And it's another thing on our bucket list.
That's right.
All right, we'll tell them we're headed to the Florida Keys. And that is something I have wanted to see for years. And we actually had that trip planned many years ago. And Mother Nature kind of had.
Yeah, there was a hurricane coming up the coast, and we didn't make it. We did make it as far as Daytona that year.
Yeah, Hurricane Matthew had other ideas that year. So we finally make it to the Keys next week. So we hope you're going to join us then. In the meantime, please give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and say yes to every opportunity, because you never know what doors it's going to open.
Dream big dreams.
Dream big and dream bigger. God bless.
There was a dream, such a dream, just a staring at me, the stage on which I will be, singing my songs. Yes, I know before